Chocolate.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. We were discussing chocolate right up until the moment I started stream.
Very important discussion.
I like chocolate.
I mean, to be fair, we're still discussing chocolate.
Apparently.
It's just this guy in here currently.
I'm sure the stream will love that picture, considering they can't see it.
Yeah, it would be
What?
so fun.
Oh,
Like,
I have to
I think
tab out to see.
It would be
Ah,
the
I see,
highlight
I
of the
see.
stream. It would be the highlight of the stream.
For all of
Yep.
you watching along at home, you can't see what the fuck we're talking about. Hi!
Yeah, but it's awesome. It's amazing. It's the best thing I've ever seen.
I love how, like, you know, I almost have an intro for D&D, but no.
Oh wait,
You can start with the
wait.
intro, just like
We'll
5
let
minutes
blame
later.
him.
I blame Tommy, to be honest.
Yeah,
Of
you can do it
course
now.
you
That's
do.
clearly Tommy's fault.
You can
Yeah.
do it now. You can do it now. Go ahead.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons, where I'm once again joined by Vi Valkyrie,
Hi!
TK Lady _,
Hello.
Rattle
Don't forget
VT,
the office score. I know.
and Tommy Got Games.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. And I'm your DM for the night, Project Sherry. Alright.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi,
Hello.
hello. We're clearly just meeting. Hello, hi.
Yeah,
Nice
that's
to
the first time
see
ever.
you. Yeah.
Wait, you're like the god of our world.
Wow. I'm
Oh,
one of them
wow,
anyway.
okay.
Okay. Are you?
Let me turn my music down so I can think.
Oh, who needs to think,
I can
right?
hear
We're here to
myself.
roll dice and kick
No,
ass,
that's
and not
muted.
necessarily both.
That's too low for the stream to hear. I'm really... There we go. That's the same as it was. It's fine. We're off to a great start.
We know what we're doing, I swear.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Chaos.
Okay. Who needs to think when you can go, Bloom?
Right, let's start where we left off. So... Oh my god, it really is just like driving me mad. I'm gonna turn it down in my audio mixer. There we go. I can hear myself think now. Amazing.
Woo!
Okay. So,
Sounds pretty.
last we left off, you guys had finished your business in the Leviathan Cave, outing the mayor as the thief of the crystals, and the townspeople chose to exile him. You then spent a few days on the road, during which you passed by a shrine. You met some traders. The head of the trading caravan was a gnomish man named Finley. He was accompanied by a Goliath named Gormley and his daughter, the first Finley's daughter, Ashling. You also stopped and fought some bandits, choosing to let one of them go, and then
No,
made
no,
your
we're
way
taking him with us.
onwards to the
Right.
city.
Oh.
We're taking him to the guard.
I mean, come on, you can't miss out the most important thing that happened there. Our scout, our rogue, our stealth operative extraordinaire stepped on a bear trap.
Yep, just straight in a bear trap.
Well, look, it looked like a. I don't have an excuse. Mushrooms,
also-
yummy, I guess.
Mushrooms, yeah. You also procured a few minor magic items, which did come in handy when Zulil stepped in a bear trap and was able to blow a horn of silent alarm, which Ravel was not Clue was not entirely pleased with.
Broken horn.
I want to go toot.
So you're actually taking that bandit with you? Because you
Yeah,
didn't say
we're-
that
we're
last
bringing-
time. Is that are we retconning that?
Are we?
We're just
Are we?
taking
I-
it.
I think I did. I meant like that we're taking him to the guard.
Well,
like
What happened
guardsman
last
in town
time
that
was
we're going
TK
to?
had to go, so he wrapped up very quickly.
Oh,
so we never
yeah,
got
yeah,
to
fair
say
enough.
that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, I'm
so-
okay with slotting in a few bits because we did wrap up.
I mean,
very
I
quickly
have my
last
own
night.
pet in Clue, so if as long as you promise to feed him and walk him, then that's your business, right?
I am taking him to the guards.
You're
Take him for
taking
a
him
walk.
with
I
you to
do
the
not
guards.
expect this to suddenly turn into my pet after like 6 hours.
You already have
Journey.
one.
It's so gonna happen. It's so gonna happen.
Okay. So, having finished your last day of travel, accompanied by this trader caravan, you approached the town of Pale Hill, your destination, where each of you are heading for your own reasons. Faith, you wanted to visit the temple, but call it tourism, call it a pilgrimage. Maybe you just sought a deeper connection with your goddess. Whatever your reasoning, you're headed there, being that it's one of the more major temples of the region. With Clue in tow, following behind you, Zulil. You live in Pale Hill, actually. So it's familiar turf. You'd headed out of town to track down a criminal who had skipped town. But upon reaching the next town over, you found he'd gone a bit further than you expected, and unfortunately out of your jurisdiction. So you're returning home, unfortunately without the guy you were going for, but you have now got a random ass bandit to hand in as compensation. And Tori, you had originally set out on your own for adventure and maybe just to find a new life, but being a little strapped for cash and needing some more supplies, you wanted to stop off at a major city where you could maybe find some things to do, see some sights, and resupply.
That's literally Tikoy for real, for real.
Is it?
For real, for real.
For real, for real.
So, as you guys approach from the main road, you're greeted by... You sort of crest over a hill and are greeted by this vast cityscape. And sort of built up along the hillside, with some of the town going up onto the hill. It's a pretty large town. It's like bordering on a city as far as like medieval cities go. And the main road takes you sort of winding back down the hillside towards what you could kind of call a main gate. There isn't really walls per se, but there is a big sort of stone archway that marks the outskirts of town. And there's a couple guards just keeping watch. And heading in, you see this town is adorned with this beautiful Gothic architecture. Most of the buildings here are made out of stone, and you can almost see this progress of where some of the older buildings are more of like this medieval style, quite simple, whereas the newer ones that have been erected have been made in a much more like fancy Gothic style, very chiseled and ornate. Almost all the buildings here are made out of stone, surprisingly enough. And this main road, which was originally just a dirt road as you were heading through the forests and plains, gradually transitions into a bit more of like a cobbled street as you head down this main road that leads directly towards the town center. What do you guys want to do, or where do you want to go?
What happened to the people we were with?
Ah, yeah, okay. Not me forgetting important things. Right. Yeah, so Finley accompanies you. Well, Finley and his traveling family of traders accompany you through the main gate. The guards don't really give you any trouble. They're not really there to like check on anyone coming in or out of the town. They're more just there to make sure any bandits don't come in or anything like that. One of them kind of looks just, you know, kind of eyes you up as you're bringing a stray bandit into the town, but you have him captive, so...
Presumably,
really
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna assume you've tied the guy up. and you
Yeah,
take-
presumably tied up. Definitely not suspicious at all.
But not too far into town as you guys sort of reach the town square or the town center, which is a bit of a sprawling market area. Finley turns to you and says, "Thank you very much for your help, for your accompanying us here. Honestly, we could have been jumped by those bandits if you hadn't dealt with them. Really appreciate it."
More than welcome. Anytime you need a hand, just give me a shout and I'll see what I can do to help.
Well, I'd love to, but unfortunately, we're only going to be in town for a few days. We're going to sell some of our wares, what we have left, maybe see if we can pick up a few things while we're here, and then it's onward to Mora. There's a few stops on the way where I'm sure we can make some coin.
Is that-
Real fortune. Now that lies in Mora.
And Mora, okay. You sound like you've been here several times before. Is there any place you'd recommend we stay, like a decent inn or a?
Oh, I've been here a few times. Let's see. Well, there's a tavern. Let me tell you, best tavern in town. They do the best pub meals you've ever had. They're called the Eagle's Crest. It's sort of just down that way. Not too far from the town centre, actually. If you head down, you can see this sort of town centre. It goes through. There's like this one big road that sort of winds through the centre of town, almost cutting it in half. And then in the middle of that is this sort of big town square, surrounded by a lot of buildings in a not quite circular, but not quite square format. It's a little bit uneven. But that sort of goes around almost like a plaza area, which then splits off into the four directions, with the one cutting through and out the other side, and the others splitting off, sort of north and south. And then he sort of points you over a little bit north and like round back the way you came, a tiny bit. That's the best place I'd say to have a rest. The Eagle's Crest it was.
Eagle's Crest. Okay, well, thank you very much, and good luck in your travels. May Sune watch over you.
Well, if you need anything, we'll be probably right around here for the next few days. I mean, between you and me, there is some other stalls worth stopping at, I'll admit. But we've got the real goods over here.
Of course. We'll be certain to check out your goods first.
Aye, well, I'll let you get to your business, and I hope all goes well for you. And maybe we'll see you again.
Maybe. Who knows?
Small people.
Well, one of them's not so small. And also you're like the same size as them. But yeah, you're now free to go about your business. Where do you want to head first?
I mean, I don't know about the rest of you, but I think we wanna go see this inn first, so at least we got somewhere to go. I mean,
Yeah, I could use a drink.
Market.
market?
Yeah.
You want to see the market? Well, if we get the inn booked first, then we can come and look at the market afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd go to the watch to the guard's place and drop this little fella off, and also get some stuff sorted, if that's okay with you guys.
I mean, I'm certainly not holding you. You are, of course, free to do whatever you want. But should you ever need assistance, then you know where we'll be.
Yeah, I
No
might
more
need your help
backups.
later. Maybe tomorrow, Faith. Yeah, I'll let you know after we're done with everything. I need to get things sorted first, and
Okay,
see if I need any assistance.
Clue, be nice.
Oh, it's nice. No?
So I think we just go to the tavern in
Right, so
whatever.
are three of you going to the tavern and Zulil, you're going
No,
off
I'm-
to the guard, or are you going with them first?
I'm going to the tavern first, and after that I'm going to the guard.
Alright. So you guys head off in the direction Finley pointed you. It's not far, and it's not particularly hard to find. It's a bit of like an L-shaped building on a bit more of an open sort of road. It's a bit wider, and you see the signs of a tavern. You know, it's pretty classic, like hanging sign above the door. It's not too hard to find. And as you enter in, you're greeted by a very rowdy and popular sort of pub, tavern, inn, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of people here. It is quite packed. Most people are sat in sort of like this there, as you first go in, there's like this seating area that's more for just drinks and stuff. Then behind that, at the back wall, there's a bar and some stairs next to that. And off in this sort of L-shaped building, you can go off to the side, and there's like a seating area more for like tables for people sitting in and having a dinner and stuff. And at this time of day, it's like a little bit after midday, probably about 1 p.m. Most people are kind of sat in that what would be a quieter area if it wasn't so popular.
Okay, I think we're gonna want to try and get the attention of some serving staff. I don't know, is there like a bar or something we can
Yeah,
go to?
so
Or-
there's the barkeep sort of at that back wall bar area. There's there's a waitress also kind of, you know, going back and forth to various tables. So
Really?
I'd
Either
say,
or.
let's go talk to the barman, I reckon.
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna like say anything, introduce yourself, or ask or anything?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, dude, let Clue do all the talking.
Hello.
Oh no, really? Okay.
Clue, go and get us some rooms.
Oh, hi there.
Oh
Hello,
Yes.
little one.
Hello.
How can I help?
Wine.
What, you want wine?
Yes.
Is Clue allowed wine?
That is a good
Yeah,
question.
I mean, she's had it before and she didn't explode, so I assume.
Oh,
so.
that's right. My bad. I forgot that
In
happened.
my head, I'm like, does this person assume that you're a child from how you're speaking? Even though you're like a goblin, so you... Nah,
It's the medieval times. Anyone can drink.
I'm sure I can get you a wine, no worries.
The barkeeper
Yeah.
just gives a grape juice.
She sort of goes back, you know, with the shelves that they have behind the bar. What's your type? Red wine, white wine, spiced?
Green.
Sort of looks through a bunch of them and is like, I've got a green bottle.
Yes. That one.
Alright, fair enough. She gets out a wine glass and pours you a glass and goes, that'll be 2 silver.
Look. What about a horse?
A horse?
Yes. I show the horse. I want to show the horse.
Oh, that's some nice craftsmanship, I suppose. It's pretty. But we don't really do trade here. I mean, you know, we deal in coin for drinks or food. You do have coin, don't you?
Yes.
Alright, that'll be 2 silver then.
I just put all the money on the counter.
Just all of it.
Yes.
Do you want me to
It's-
fetch it out?
It's wait, if in case you don't know, it's 10, I think. 10 gold pieces.
Do you actually have any silver?
No.
Okay. So she's not gonna fucking steal from you. She takes 1 gold piece. She gives you a bit of a strange look. Takes 1 gold piece and gives you 8 silver back. There you go. I hope you enjoy your wine.
Oh, thank you. A bed. We want the bed too.
It's at this point she kind of notices you guys like just stood behind, just not saying
Laughing.
anything. Oh, is it for the 4 of you?
Oh yeah, we'll definitely be wanting at least a couple of rooms. We're new in town, and the caravan that we came in with, the owner of the caravan, Finley, directed this way. He said you were the finest inn in town.
Oh well, whoever he is, he's got that right. We pride ourselves on our service and especially our food.
Well, fantastic. We don't know quite how long we'll be staying for, so how much for what do we think? 2 rooms?
2 rooms, doubles or singles?
Zulu has his own house, doesn't he?
Yeah, no,
No.
I'm assuming that I'm gonna be lodging with Clue, and I assume that
Yeah.
Tori will want her own room, or
Yes.
Tori could stay with us, and Zulu will have their own room if he wants to stay with us.
We'll take three rooms. I'll get my own one.
3 rooms.
Okay, so 3 rooms, please.
Right. You want one of those with a double bed or a single?
One of them will have a double, please.
All right. So for 2, did you say 2 nights for 3 rooms?
We don't know how long we're gonna be staying for, so I suppose the easiest way to do this is just how much for a night, and then we'll just keep rolling over if we need longer.
Right. It's about 6 silver per room for a night. So if you want 2 nights, that's 6 times 3 times 2. I'm gonna get a calculator. 6 times 2 times
36.
3. Yeah, thank you. That's 36 silver. Look, I'm not actually a barkeep. I don't deal with maths all day counting up coin.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I assume we're all gonna chip in for this, and it's not just gonna be me paying for it.
That's 3
Oh.
gold
Yeah,
and
I'll pay
6
for my room.
silver.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
I'll-
assume. Yeah, well, we'll all just like chip in a gold each, and then either divvy up the change or let them keep the change, whichever you want to do.
I'll take my money back.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll take my money back too. Sorry,
Y'all gonna take your 1 silver back?
100%.
I'll just let I'll let her keep the whole gold piece because apparently I'm the only generous one here. Okay.
I like shyness.
I know.
If you
do,
guys
but
are giving her
sometimes-
4 gold and then she's giving you the change back, that's 1 silver back to each of you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll take the silver.
So you spent a gold and got a silver back. Okay.
I'm just gonna leave her the whole silver piece because like I ain't gonna argue over it.
You can just order food with it, so it doesn't go to waste.
I'm sure
Maximize
you
your money.
can, but I generally find that the goodwill of the people is worth the little bit extra it costs.
Fair enough.
Right, that'll be rooms 3, 4, and unfortunately 5's occupied, so it'll be 6. You'll find 3.
which-
3's the one with 2 beds.
Okay, thank you.
I'll
very
take
much.
6.
Yes, you will.
Right? Is there anything else you guys want to do or say?
I wanna go to the room and drop some of my stuff off, so I don't have to carry everything.
Alright, she hands over the keys and you can head up there and put stuff in there. I assume you've still just got the dude in tow as well.
Yeah.
Just bringing him with you. They don't ask questions. Many
Yeah,
people
exactly.
are up to some weird shit in bars. But yeah, so yeah, no problem.
I want to drink my wine.
Alright, you gonna sit in more of like the quiet area or just stay at the bar or there's like sort of the main like table area? You can sit wherever you like.
I can stand and then
You
drink.
can
and,
you're
like,
just gonna
can
stand
have
there
a-
awkwardly drinking. Okay.
I'll just be keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, I'll just hang with you guys and get a wine. I'll have a wine barkeep, please. The green bottle, the same as Chloe.
Yay!
Alright, that'll be another 2 silver.
No worries. There you go.
If any of you fancy a dinner, our chef prides himself on it. We have the best menu in town, I'd say.
What do you recommend?
Oh well, we have a bit of a menu. There's the roast dinner. That's beef, Yorkshire puddings, roast potatoes, diced carrots, peas topped with gravy. There's fish and potato wedges. I've got vegetable rolls. If any of you are more of the vegetarian type. We've got the soup of the day, which depends on the day, to be honest with you. And then we have the chef's special. That's chicken breast, breaded, cooked in oil, topped with herbs and spices, imported from Mora and Crises, and served with a side of potato wedges.
I have
Oh, sounds good.
frog.
I'm afraid we don't serve frog here.
Okay.
But any of those catch your fancy?
No.
Do you guys want to eat now or do you want to eat later?
We can eat now. I'm not fussed either way. Sorry,
Yeah,
I was
let's
dealing
let's
with. I was dealing with a little bit of drama off stream, so I didn't catch what the menu was. So I'll just take whatever.
Roast dinner, fish and potato wedges, vegetable rolls, soup of the day, or the chef's special, which was like fried chicken, more or less.
Yeah, I'll take a roast dinner, please.
All right.
Oh, just the soup for me, I'm afraid.
One soup of the day. And how about Zulil, have you already like gone upstairs by now?
Yeah, I've gone
Okay,
upstairs
you're
while I'm
just-
coming
you're
down.
just like,
Soon as.
Okay.
Like, I'll yeah. I won't take long.
Okay. How about the little one? You want anything?
Wine.
You want
So you
nothing
need
wine?
to eat.
Do you want some actual food, Clue? Maybe a box of crayons if we can get that.
But only the red ones. They're the yummy ones.
Okay, I'll take you. I'll take your word for that. I don't know. I don't eat crayons.
I don't know. The purple ones are pretty nice.
I mean, apparently I'm missing out, but yeah.
All right. Well, it's like if you want, you can take a seat over there, which is the sort of more like seating area. And the waitress will be right over with your food.
Okay, thank you.
So, it doesn't take too long. I mean, it's a bit busy, so they're serving a few other people first, but they get around to you sooner or later. Zulil, you're done putting your stuff away and find them just sort of sitting at a table.
We're just gonna eat with a prisoner strapped to our table.
Apparently.
I'm gonna strap him to the chair, okay?
Apparently.
I have class.
You could have like left
You-
him in the room for a bit.
Are you not even gonna
No,
feed
I'm
him?
gonna
You're just
feed
gonna-
him.
Just keeping him.
I'm gonna feed him. It's okay. I'm gonna go to the barkeep and ask what the cheapest is,
The
and just order two.
cheapest. Probably
Need something
be
cheap for the
the
gimp.
the fish and potato wedges, I'd say.
I'll take 2 of those then, and just 2 cups of water if you can as well.
All right, no problem, no problem. So it takes you about a gold piece divided up between you for all the food.
For
sure
all
enough.
of us or for me?
Yeah, divided
Like-
up between all of you. for all
Okay,
of these.
sorry.
So yeah, 2 silver each.
So cheap.
Well, like food and drink needs to be affordable to like normal people. Not everyone's dealing in gold coins all the time.
And so,
But yeah, you guys are sat at this table. You get a few looks considering you have a dude like tied up or you're like spoon feeding, more or less. Like I said, people have seen weirder shit here. So you guys have a nice meal. The soup's honestly just made of like whatever they had like left over, you know, that they didn't want to go to waste, didn't want to just
Yeah,
leave to go
yeah.
off. But it's
How is
nice
that
enough.
not the cheapest though?
yeah.
Good point.
It's all about the reputation, right? It's the chef's
Because-
special.
Because Ravel, I'm a dumbass.
Because it's the chef's special.
Oh yeah, it's special.
it's the
Yeah,
soup of
they
the
gotta-
day. It's special. It's a different experience every time.
Yeah, they gotta charge you extra for that. Because
Yeah.
it's all in the branding.
exactly.
It's like from Minecraft.
Yeah, like a suspicious still. Maybe it'll give you blindness. Maybe it'll
Could be
give you
worse, man.
levitation. You never know.
We could be eating spider eyes.
Nom nom
Oh
nom.
god.
But yeah, the food here is very nice and well prepared. They weren't kidding saying that they're one of the better places in town to eat.
Okay,
What about
good to know.
wine?
Good to
Yeah,
know.
you guys finish up your meals. If there's anything you wanna, I don't know, discuss or anything, now might be a time.
How was the wine though?
Did you actually go join them and take a seat, or are you just standing there awkwardly the whole time?
I would sit with them obviously.
I mean, you
You say obviously.
I just like the idea that they've like wandered off, sat at a table and started eating, and you're just stood at the bar with a wine glass, looking
No,
confused like a lost
Faith
puppy.
would have got up and grabbed her.
Tuck her into the chair, little high chair, little bib on. There you go.
Just,
Oh, you're
just
drooling,
pile up
hang on.
some-
Plastic spoon.
Just pile
I
up
don't
some
know.
little
I don't know if I
pillows
even
on the
trust her with a
chair.
plastic spoon.
Feed her
Here comes
the
the
wine.
airplane.
Just feed her the wine with a spoon.
Yeah. That's exactly how I picture Clue drinking one. What are you talking about? If not with her bare hand.
Just get her a little bib.
Could be glumping that wine.
Or like a cat, just sticks the tongue in the wine and. Anyway,
Anyway,
You see, my top is purple. That's wine.
yeah, definitely. You just
it's
spilled
all
it
the
so
spill.
much.
Oh no.
You gotta sleep with her, Faith.
In the same room, yeah. But I don't even know. Does Clue sleep?
I believe you do, yeah. I don't think there's any specific thing that's like, since you're undead, you don't need to sleep. I don't think.
Actually, yeah. I don't need to eat, drink, or breathe.
I mean, who needs to breathe, right?
Yeah, breathing's
So
overrated.
overrated.
Yeah, kind of cringe.
Yeah. So you guys finish up your meal and can do whatever you want to do.
Well, what's our
Um,
plan, guys?
Well,
I'm
I
gonna-
don't know.
I'm gonna go drop this fella off and just make sure
Please
that.
do.
Yeah, because
Oh.
I feel like this is becoming a bit weird at this point.
I just
Can't
looked
drag
actually.
it
Oh,
Yeah,
now
Clue
now
doesn't.
you think it looks a bit weird.
Hey, look, okay. Would you rather kill him?
No.
I mean, do you want an honest answer to that?
He's just like,
Not really.
While
it's
he's
like
within
a
earshot?
point.
Just
'Cause I mean-
tied up and gagged in the corner of this table. It's like,
I mean, while I may be oath-bound to do good, like, I think I would do more good by not leaving him loose.
Well,
But,
he's not
hey,
being left loose. We're gonna bring him to the guards, or I'm gonna bring him
Yeah,
to the guards.
yeah.
They can deal with him. They can do the whole due process
I'm just saying there
stuff.
would have been an awful lot less ifs and buts in that if we just ended it there. But hey, it's your pet. You can do with it what you want.
It's not my pet, and I don't like murdering people.
You say as if you guys haven't already murdered people.
I mean, you call it murder. They did attack us, so technically it was self-defense.
Yeah, one did say
What
they were gonna skin Clue.
Yeah.
Not
yeah,
this one, but
like-
one of them.
Well,
I didn't
my point-
fight.
My point isn't that we murdered someone, but we still killed some people,
Yeah.
and that is not really okay. Last time I checked.
I mean, it depends. If they attack us, then I mean, if they attack a heavily armed Templar, I think they have it coming.
That's
I
not the
agree.
point here. The point is I don't like killing people.
I'm just
Alright,
saying,
calm
I'm a
down,
little bit.
Zulu. Calm down.
I'm a little bit more pragmatic than you are, I think.
I like how the rogues, the one be like, we shouldn't kill people.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Paladin's
that's-
like, murder's okay.
Well, okay, no, I very specifically said murder is not okay. But if they fight
sometimes.
me, if they attack me, it's not murder. It's putting down an idiot.
Murder's okay. Chaos rules.
Murder's okay. if
Chaotic
they're an
good,
idiot.
people. Chaotic good.
Chaos, people. Chaos.
Zulu,
But yeah,
do you want us to come with you?
I'll be fine on my own. I do need to borrow Faith tomorrow, though, probably.
Borrow me, okay.
I need to bring you with me because I might need to sell some stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yes, I
want
know.
I
Maggie.
see.
I need a second pair of hands because, you know, things could go south, and I do not trust the others.
Market.
We might need a bit of intellect. No offense.
Interesting. Okay, and you want to bring me?
No offense.
Well,
I mean,
it's-
I like how you're
would you
sat
rather I
at the
take
table
Clue with
them.
me?
oh,
would you
yeah,
rather
sure,
I
but
take
if,
Clue
okay,
with
no, hear me out. Right, okay. If intellect is the primary thing you're after, maybe you should bring the magic user.
Intellect might have been the wrong word. I meant someone who understands people.
Okay.
And
I
connection.
understand.
Yeah, well.
Yes, you do.
Ah, of course you do, yeah.
I mean,
I
fine.
mean,
if you need my help,
we could
I'm-
just all
I'm
go.
happy to assist. As long as you put me back when you're finished. I don't know about what Tori was planning and beyond us looking at this marketplace in a minute, but I certainly want to go and see the temple.
Market.
That is entirely fair.
I'd like
fine.
to.
I'd like to come with you to the temple as well, if you don't mind.
That's you're more than welcome to, but I'd certainly need to talk to someone a little bit more
Faithful.
higher up than I am about Clue, because there are some connotations about finding her. Someone raised her, and I mean to find out who.
What is temple?
It's a big building full of shiny people like me.
I want to go.
I'd be more than happy to take you.
Yay.
I like how shiny people is what gets Clue.
Shiny things and
nice.
shiny people.
But
Okay.
yeah, the fact that Clue exists is, as much as she brings light to my life, is concerning. Something raised her, and something lost control.
Mom raised me.
After
Who's
that,
mum?
Mom.
Do you remember who your mum is?
Mom.
Do you remember Clue?
No.
Damn.
I mean, that's not that unusual. I don't remember my mother either, but as I say, something caused her to be. And whatever did that, I think these people deserve fair warning. And the more eyes that are looking, the better.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Are you guys
So-
gonna head out then, or
I'm
sorry, was I
I'm
interrupting you, Tommy?
Nah, it's fine. I'm gonna go to the guards.
Right.
You're gonna go to the temple, if I'm gathering everything
Well, we're
correctly.
gonna go to the marketplace
Market.
first. And then
Okay, you're gonna go
if
to the
we have
market first.
time-
Um, I'll probably stop by the market after I'm done as well. See if I can find anything of use, and head off back to the inn.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess we'll see you back here then.
Yes, most likely.
Alright, since you guys are splitting up, should we start with Zulil, since he's got a random dude with him to drop off?
Yeah, I just go to the guards for now.
Alright, you're familiar with the city. It's your hometown. You know the way there. You head to sort of the main like headquarters, where the guard captain is, Captain Sven. Some of the guards there kind of eye you up and they're like, Zulil. It's not a particularly friendly tone. But
I ignore them.
okay, you stride on past, just like fuck those guys. Go on through.
I whisper in the bandit's ear, just flip him off.
I assume you've got his hands tied up, though, right?
Well, his hands, yeah, but he can move his fingers.
Yeah,
Mm,
double
so,
flip.
So he's just got his hands like down by his side and tries to flip them off. But yeah, you stroll on through. No one's gonna stop you because you do technically still work with them, even if they're not particularly fond of you. But you stroll on through. You're able to easily just head on over to the holding cells to put the random ass fucking bandit you've got away. You do encounter like one of the sort of, I guess you call him like an admin person, like, you know, someone who keeps track of who's where and who's doing what, and just sort of fill them in on that you've encountered some bandits and took this guy captive and that the others are dead.
Yeah.
But you can also you're able to go speak with Captain Sven. It takes a few minutes, you know. You usually have to go through the process of like go speak to the secretary. She alerts him, and then after a few minutes, he lets you into his office. And before you, as you enter in, he's your boss. He's a familiar guy. He's kind of this larger man. He's about like 6'5", I'd say. He's quite buff. He's got a lot of like scars, one going sort of like over in one of his eyes, some on his shoulders and arms and stuff that you can see beneath his. He's sort of not lightly armored, but he's only wearing like, you know, a chest plate and some bracers and stuff. He doesn't like wear a full plate set. And he's quite gruff, got this thick beard. It's not very long, but it's quite thick, and he's got like flecks of silver in it. And even his hair is sort of slicked back with these flecks of silver, and otherwise mostly sort of a brownish black. Zulil?
Hello. I have brought you someone, not the guy you were asking for, but a bandit nonetheless. Thought you'd appreciate that. I also have a bit of coin that I still owe you.
Right. Well, I mean, speaking of coin, we agreed your debt was paid off by catching some of these folks for us, and you're telling me you're back without the guy we sent you for?
Yeah. He
What
skipped
happened?
town. He skipped town. He's not in our district anymore.
Shit. Right. Nothing to be done for it, I guess. If he ever shows up back in town, he'll have a hell of a welcome party.
Yeah, as to be expected.
Well, I can't blame you for trying. But, look. Between you and me, the guys here, they're antsy about you. They want your debt paid off, and even then, I'm not sure they're gonna like you very much. If I go tell them you aren't managing to catch the guys we send you after, they're just gonna get more agitated. So, as much as I understand that shit happens, we're gonna need you to step it up, Zulu.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, look, you didn't come back empty-handed, but one random bandit from out of town isn't gonna impress anyone. Not gonna net you any brownie points with anyone.
Yeah, I know. It's just better than nothing, I suppose.
Aye.
Like I said, I do have some coin to spare if need be. I can pay off part of it.
How much you got?
96 gold, a bit of silver, but I do need some of it myself. It's about, let's say 85 gold I can offer right now.
It's a small way to paying it off, I guess. I'll make sure
It's
it
better
goes
than
to the
nothing,
right
isn't it?
people. Hand it over.
I take out 11 gold pieces and the 9 silver pieces and just drop the bag.
Alright. He shakes it and has a quick look inside. It's not that he doesn't really necessarily trust you, just making sure. Plops it down
That
on the
everything's
table.
there.
Yeah. Right. Well, speaking of having to step things up, we got a new case. Maybe you can catch this one.
Okay.
He's a bit of a small fry. Guy by the name of Blackhand Briar.
Black
Good.
and Briar.
Yeah, we were keeping tabs on him. Like I said, small fry. So he wasn't really worth bringing in. We kept tabs on him. Used him as lure to bring out some bigger fish. We know he has ties to certain gang members. Thought maybe we could get someone even better than him. Maybe bust the whole gang. Unfortunately, he must have caught wind that we're onto him, because he's disappeared into thin air. No one's seen him leave town, so I assume he's still around, but seems to have gone into hiding. Would help if you could figure out where and bring him in. At this point, if he knows we're onto him, he's not useful to us anymore. We're better off just bringing him in.
Any last sightings of him? Where do you find him last?
Well, like I said, he's got ties to multiple gang members, so check anywhere shady, I guess. He also tended to frequent the south side of town. You know, the, how shall I put this? Less than pleasant part of town.
I understand. Anything else you can tell me?
You can probably ask around in the tavern down there. It's not a nice place, but it's probably your best lead. Besides that, he had a house. I'll give you the address, and he just sort of scribbles on a piece of paper and hands it over to you. That was last known residence, but staking out the place, it doesn't seem like he's been there in a while. Seems like he might have moved somewhere else a few months back.
Okay.
We don't know where.
Okay.
And, like I said, ask around that side of town. Maybe someone's seen him.
Okay. I write everything down that I know. So, I on the name, the Blackbriar.
Yeah, Blackhand Briar.
Blackhand Briar. Okay. And south side of town. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. I do need to talk to a merchant. Do you know any merchant you can trust?
A merchant? What's
Yes.
this shit about?
I might or might not have gone into a cavern and found some magic crystals. that I would like to sell.
You went
Part of
into a cavern and found some magic crystals.
It's a long story. We know how this goes. We're going down a rabbit hole. Let's not get into it too much. But
Sure,
Um,
whatever.
I do have some stuff to sell. Do you have any merchant you can recommend? Anyone trustworthy?
Look, I'm managing the fucking guard here. Do you think I'm really dealing with merchants all the time? Other than, you know, us getting some new equipment or something, like...
No, but you still could have known someone.
Sorry, I got nothing.
That's fine. I'll find
just
someone
go
else.
to the town center and ask around, I guess. I don't know, there's plenty of merchants there. Changes every week.
I get it. It's fine. I'll figure something out. Anything else I need to know? Anything else that has happened?
Well, we lost an officer. Not sure if that's anything you care about, though. He wasn't a big fan of you, so...
Okay.
But other than that, not really. You want small talk? Go talk to the other guards.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. And
Alright,
I'm gonna go leave.
good luck. Hope you bring him in.
Thank you. So do I.
For your sake more than mine.
I know. I'm aware.
Alright, and he just sort of waves you out the door. Right.
I love how you actually make like hand gestures.
Yeah, it's great. I have hand tracking, unlike you guys now.
It's very cute.
You've got hands?
Hands? Oh my god!
Yeah, that's a privilege not everyone does. It's like,
Well, I'm half tempted to make like a DM model. That's not my usual avatar, but then I wouldn't really have hand tracking unless I do the 3D. So
You need the dungeon master from the Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
the like half bald one with his like
Yeah,
leather
yeah.
I don't think that's quite what I was going for, but sure.
Oh no. Clue could be uni. The little unicorn.
corn.
Or
Corn. Okay. So presuming you're done with your business there, so
Yeah, I'm going to the town square.
alright, you head off into the market. And we'll take off back with you other three. You
Okay,
guys
so-
are going to the market first, right?
yeah. I mean, I promised Clue we'd go to the market, so I guess I'm just gonna unleash Clue on the marketplace and follow behind.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, you're not far, like I said. You guys came from sort of that town center area. It's only like a couple streets down. You end up sort of back the direction you came from. And it is this big sort of open plaza. There's a bunch of like sort of pop-up stalls around from like traveling merchants, as well as like a number of like actual built-up stores, actual buildings surrounding the sort of plaza. There's like your general stores, I want to say like a blacksmith, but it's not like they're much of a blacksmith, like forging weapons and armor, so much as just, like a town blacksmith, making like nails and hinges and stuff, and like just random shit townsfolk need. There's like tailors, etc. But I'd say the sort of pop-up stalls in the middle tend to bring goods from elsewhere, so they tend to have the more exotic stuff or more interesting stuff. Unless you're looking for something specific.
I
mean-
look for shiny.
Faith isn't looking for anything. She has expensive tastes, so
Wow.
unless
okay.
Tori is looking for something in particular, I think we're just following along behind Clue and seeing where she wants to go.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, so like, okay, Clue, I said I'd take you to the marketplace, so what are you looking for? What do you want to do?
Shiny.
Shiny? Okay, you go look for some shinies and we'll follow along.
Okay. Well, I do that.
Okay. rather than going through literally every fucking trader trying to roleplay you haggling with them, let's just say, like, they're just looking for anything shiny.
Yeah. Or something with food.
Something with food.
You just
You,
ate.
you just had food
You
at the
just
time.
ate.
But it looks good.
There's like a pop-up baker who's got like pastries and cookies and stuff like that. Which
Yeah.
you can kind of smell from across the plaza, you know, that scent of baked goods.
Smell good. I will.
Okay, so you head over there. And they're like, yeah, like, come on over. What do you want? What can I get you? And like I said,
Hello. Hello.
oh, hi there. How can I help?
Got any grapes?
I hate you so much.
For fuck's sake, Ravel.
Get out. Get out.
What are you
What
gonna
did
go
they
to the
say,
butcher's
Sherry?
and ask if they got any carrots? What?
I do want to point out that's the first coherent sentence Claire said.
It is, to be fair.
That's not true.
No, I mean, I suppose she has said, I'm a little goblin. Please don't.
I'm just a little goblin.
Come on.
Please throw the bottle away now.
I mean, I'm just looking at Tori going, did she just ate? She literally just ate. Why is she? What is she doing?
Nothing surprises me anymore.
I
No,
wish that.
the baker does not have any grapes. He has some tarts. They're not grape flavor, but they've got fruit jam and stuff in them.
What can I get you?
You can get
For the
like,
horse.
for a horse. You really are just trying to trade this horse with anyone and everyone, aren't you?
Do you want to keep the horse clue?
It's pretty.
And I bought it for you. It's a pretty horse. Why
It's
why
pretty.
why are you trying to give it away?
Because people might like horse too.
You know what they like more than a horse that was given to you as a gift?
What?
Shinies, monies.
Would you like a horse or not?
But this baker is a little bit dumbfounded by you. He's like, we only take currency here. You're probably not gonna get someone who deals in food accepting this horse, I will say. Like,
She waddled away.
she waddled away. Waddle.
I don't know if I should be surprised, offended, or what. Because like I buy her a present, and the first thing she does is try and give it away to other people. Like
I would be.
I'm
offended.
a little hurt, but I'm also not surprised.
It's a pretty horse.
It's a very pretty horse. It's when you wanted the pretty horse.
Well, I want the people to like the pretty horse.
I think they'll like the pretty horse if they see you liking the pretty horse.
Ah. Okay.
If you try and like give everybody the horse in exchange for what, a pastry, they're not gonna think the horse is very pretty. They're not gonna think the horse is very valuable. But if you treasure the horse, if you care for the horse and you love the horse, they'll see how much you like the horse, and they'll be
And
like,
someone will
that horse,
steal it.
that horse might be valuable. That horse must be valuable because she cares for it so much.
I understand. I look for shinies.
You look for shiny. There's a
I
few.
swear she's gonna try and sell it.
Yeah,
she's
probably.
gonna try and sell it.
There's a few more traders dealing in sort of like trinkets. Right, you do find like another one that kind of has more like these mundane trinkets, kind of like your horse statue, where it's like, you know, these sort of like carved ornaments and stuff. Some of them are made out of like seashells, some out of metal, some carved wood. There's a bit of a variety, as well as some sort of like handmade jewelry. Nothing like fancy, but like when you go to the beach and there's like seashells on on like a little piece of floss or something. They have like that sort of thing.
Unleash the knickknacks.
The most expensive looking one.
The most expensive looking one. There's a little sculpture of it's a dragon hatching out of an egg. I'm looking confused. That was it. There's a dragon hatching out of an egg made out of metal, and it's got like little sort of gemstones on it. Little green ones. Don't know if they're like emerald or peridot or something.
Hello.
Here's the part where I have to figure out a voice for every trader in this market.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I'll just hello.
Hello.
Hi.
That one looks cool.
The dragon? She like
Yes.
picks it up and like holds it up.
But my horse is better.
Are you like showing her the horse or are you just saying that?
I put the horse up.
I mean it's a nice horse. Yeah.
Yes. I love this horse very much.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I mean
I
I have a lot of
just
these
thought I
too.
heard about
These are all very nice too, yeah.
You like my horse?
I mean it's a pretty horse. It's nice.
You take my horse?
Are you trying to sell your horse?
No, I want other shiny.
You're trying to trade your horse
I guess.
for this? Sort of picks up the dragon again.
It's a bit of a low ball, but yes.
A lobo. Yeah, I mean your horse is nice, don't get me wrong. But this one's got gemstones. It took me like a whole month to make this one. I don't know if your horse is really equivalent exchange for that.
I puff my cheeks.
You're just pouting at her.
What else can give for horse?
I got. Sort looks around. I got this one, and she picks up like it's like a little sort of metal bronze chicken statue. It's sort of like a fake gold made out of like polished bronze. It's just a chicken standing there. It's not posing or anything. It's just the chicken, in like just neutral stance.
God. Not the horse.
So on the one hand, you have a horse statue that's like prancing up, sort of neighing, made out of like I don't know, like some steel or iron or something. And on the other hand, you have a bronze chicken.
I mean, bronze be bronze, but. Yeah, I take.
All right, we have a deal. And she hands over the chicken, takes the horse from you.
Chunky.
And she just, sort of moves some things around and finds a nice spot for this horse on her stall. Pleasure doing business with you.
My horse was better.
Why'd she-
Then what if you like the horse more, why did you trade it?
No. I show that I like. Like you tell me.
Yeah, but you were supposed to keep the horse. The horse was a gift. It was a present. It was from me to you, and you just gave it away. You swapped it for a chicken. Chicken. It's just
Chicken.
fine. You know what? Fine. Okay, right, whatever.
Chicken shiny.
I thought maybe since I've been looking after you for this time that maybe you gave a shit, but apparently not.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay.
Don't be
Fine. I see how it is.
No.
I mean, you don't normally give a gift away to someone, do you? You know, like
I don't know.
you give someone a gift and then you watch them. You actually watch them trade it in for something else. Like that hurts. That hurts, Clue.
Okay.
Okay.
I keep the chicken now.
Wow, Vaya's apparently dumbfounded.
I just, Fine. You do you. You do you.
Okay. Clue doesn't seem to understand.
Faith is actually gonna walk off back to the inn and just leave Clue with Tori.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Clue. Clue, do you understand what you've done?
I gave horse and I take this.
And do you see how you upset Faith?
Oh,
Do you know that she gave you that horse as a present? Because she cares about you?
I don't know.
Well, she did. And now she's very upset. Does that bother you?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think you should do about it?
I get gift for shiny person.
Okay. That's a good start. What gift do you want to get Faith?
Chimkin?
No, not the Chimkin.
I can look for other thing.
That's a good idea. What do you think Faith would like?
Shiny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything in this stall, or do you want to go somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
Okay, let's go find another shiny store.
Okay.
Okay. So there's plenty of traders around with all sorts of things. Some are selling sort of like more exotic things, some with like minor magical artifacts like Finley was. And there's like some like jewelry sellers.
Oh, jewelry sounds nice.
Okay, let's go to the jewelry store.
I love how Suville is just. He's here. Well,
Well,
he's not.
technically he's not.
No, he's not
Well,
here.
I'm
It's just us
I'm on
two.
the way.
Yeah.
I'm on the way.
You're on the way back at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, like currently I'm on the way back. I think.
Mhm.
Story wise,
Yeah. More or less.
or like timeline wise.
All right.
Okay, Clue. Come on, Clue. Let's find a shiny.
Okay. Hello.
Hi there. Can I help you?
Yes. So, a friend is upset.
Okay.
So shiny might help.
You're trying to get a gift for your upset friend?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sure we can help with that. What's your friend like?
Uh, uh, shiny?
We've a lot of shiny things here. Look, we've got rings over there. There's some necklaces over here. Some bracelets over there. We even got some fancier things if you're like the type to like maybe a circlet or one of these, and he pulls out like you know those sort of things where it's like a ring with like a chain that connects to a bracelet going over your hand, like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
And a few other like oddities. But yeah, there's like a good sort of arrangement of like rings and necklaces and bracelets and such.
What can get for this Chimkin?
You're like just giving him the chimkin for this. Let's take a look. He pulls out like this weird sort of monocle thing, flicks it over his eye, and it's got like multiple monocles to like zoom in further. And he has like a
Double.
bit of a good look at it. Looks like bronze. Craftsmanship is, it's not terrible. Do anything from this row, and he sort of points to like it's sort of like the front and lowest row. If each one sort of goes a tier up in like almost like steps in this glass case beneath him. It's like the front row is like the sort of shoddier ones, and they get a bit nicer as they go up. Yeah, anything from this sort of front row.
Is there anything with a horse on it?
There's not really anything with a horse. There is a necklace with a rose on it. It's made out of like a also brass, but it's sort of brushed in like a reddish tint on the actual like petals of it.
What do you think about that one, Clue? I'll just point to it.
Yeah.
Yeah? I think Faith would like that.
Maybe.
Okay, so you want that one?
Yes.
All right. Sure, I can take that off your hands, and he like unlocks the case, opens it up, takes it out, puts it on the thing for you. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Takes the chicken. Sort of doesn't really know where to put it at first, and just puts it on top of the glass case. Thank you for your business. Come again. Anything you need.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you
Clue,
have
I
a nice
think
day
we
now.
should-
I love that
Uh,
chicken very much.
Okay.
Clue, let's go find Faith.
What if we get a more expensive thing?
Are you planning on trading the bracelet, or are you gonna use coin this time?
Trade.
Clue. I think we should. I think it would be better if we just go and give Faith her present. Because I think Faith wanted to look around the markets too. Maybe we should go and apologize so she can come with us.
Not pretty enough.
What else do you want to get?
Honestly, I think it's better if, if you continue with the other story.
Huh?
If we go with Tommy or Faith.
Well, Tommy's kind of just already done his and is coming back, so
I'm
I
going to
think
the
I'm
market.
just
Yeah.
gonna.
yeah.
I'm just gonna. Clue. Look, we need to go and get Faith. You've upset her. I don't like her being upset. You need to go and apologize. We're not shopping anymore. We're gonna go.
Apologize. Okay.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. Faith has looked after you, and you've been very lucky to have her, so I don't think you should leave her to be upset.
Shiny person likes more shiny things.
No, I don't think she needs the more shiny things. I think she'll very much appreciate this one shiny thing.
Okay.
Okay, let's go find Faith. Do we know that Faith's at the tavern, or do we
Yeah,
just assume?
she said as she kind of stormed off, I believe.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, let's go to the tavern.
so you guys head through, and Vi, do you want to explain where you'd be, what you'd be doing?
Faith is at the bar and she's got probably. Oh, let's go. She's right at the bottom of a bottle of wine.
Oh,
Oh god.
Yeah. She's been necking it pretty heavy.
Jeez.
Are you like blubbering to the bartender? Like, oh,
More like
I gave her the horse and then she
Just-
gave it away.
silent rage. Like she's just
Silent
more
rage.
angry than anything, so she's like angry drinking.
Yeah.
okay, Clue. Let's go. Let's go and talk to Faith.
Yeah, so you guys just come into the tavern and it only takes you a second to notice her sort of at the edge of the bar. Yeah.
Clue.
Huh?
Faith looks to be quite upset. I can feel her rage from here. So,
Forgot.
what are you gonna say to her?
Hello.
And what else are you going to apologize?
How?
You say, I'm sorry,
Okay, can do.
okay? You be very nice, because you've been very mean to her. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Faith?
Faith looks over and sees Tori and Clue and just goes, "Oh,
Hello.
I should have known better. I saw in her a beautiful soul, an innocent soul. And I thought maybe I could help protect that. And I guess you just didn't care."
I'm just kind of gonna, like, nudge Clue, like, kind of push her in the back.
Is that wine?
It was wine.
Huh. There's no wine anymore.
No, there's no wine anymore.
Clue,
Yeah?
is there anything you want to say to Faith?
Is it? I didn't have Chumkin anymore.
I suppose you gave that away as well.
Yes.
And what did you give it away for, Clue?
This, thing. I show.
Blue pulls out this sort of bronze necklace. It's like a rose that's sort of got the thorn or the stem, whatever you call it, like sort of curled up into almost like a figure eight, leading into this like rose petal top that is sort of brushed with a reddish tint. It's nice, if a little cheap. Pretty
Well,
enough.
at least it looks like you were able to trade up.
What does that mean?
It means if you're gonna give something away, you may as well try and get more money for it than you originally lost.
Ah. That sounds good.
Why are you here?
Uh, I look at Tori.
Blue, why did you get the rose?
A rose, oh well, is shiny.
And what do you want to do
shiny
with it?
Shiny person is shiny too.
So what do you want to do with it?
So I think shiny person would look great with shiny thing.
Faith is gonna look a little bit nonplussed for a moment. And then she'll... You traded it in to get something for me?
Yes, I wanted more shinies, but Tori didn't.
I'm just gonna. Oh god. Yes. So, Blue, do you want to give it to Faith?
So Faith stands up, a little bit wobbly, and then kneels down and hugs Clue.
Aw.
No.
And you can just about hear like a faint little sniffle. She's crying a little bit,
Oh no.
and she just says, "Can you put it around my neck?"
I can try.
You want to give like a sleight of hand check?
Sure. How
First roll of the episode. Let's go.
How is it like D20?
Does she
Blue
manage
trying
to
to put
kill
on
me?
a necklace. Strangle
I take
his face
12
with
damage.
it.
I rolled a 5.
5. Do you have any plus, any bonus for it?
Yeah, actually, with sleight of hand, I have +3.
So 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Still
You
not.
struggle with the clasp a bit. You're not strangling Faith, but you
I
do
might
struggle
just-
a little with the clasp, trying to get it on. It's like
I
no,
might
no,
just,
not quite.
I might just lean down and give her a little hand with her.
Okay. But Claire isn't the most dexterous, let's be honest.
So then Faith's gonna sort of stand up, and while she's hugging Clue, just stand up whilst holding Clue, and then just say, "You have a good soul," and sort of rub her hair, and then put her back down again.
What's that?
It means deep down, even if you act like an idiot half the time, you mean well. The person inside you is beautiful.
There another person inside.
In a manner
I'm
of
just
speaking.
gonna
Inside
gonna
you
say
is a shiny.
Faith. I was gonna say, Faith, I don't know how you do it. That was torture.
It's been a struggle, but it has its moments.
You're very, very patient.
I put up with Zilil.
Yeah, we all put up with Zulu.
Speaking of, it's about this time that Zulil's like gone back to the sort of
Oh,
town
hi,
square,
Zulu.
found absolutely no one there, and I guess headed
Oh,
on
yeah.
to back to the tavern.
No, I want to look around.
You wanna look around? Okay.
Yeah, I want to
Oh.
see if I find, like, just take a quick scan around if I see anything interesting.
Okay.
Anything.
Well, before that, now's a good time to take a break.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll see y'all in a few minutes. Bye. You're back.
Bye.
Did I torture Revel?
Chocolate, boys.
Hello,
Chocolate!
everyone. Chocolate again.
Chocolate, boys.
Welcome back,
Uh.
everyone.
Welcome back.
To
So-
the emotional torture.
After that, emotional torture. Zulil, it's about this time that you've gone back and ended up back at the town square where all the traders were. Since the other three kind of had their whole debacle, they ended up leaving a little earlier than they otherwise would have. So you just missed them heading back.
I still take a look around the market, see if
Mhm.
I find anything of interest.
What are you looking for?
Just general stuff, anything I can see.
I mean,
Um,
there's a lot of traders selling a lot of stuff. Is there anything you're like
Just
interested in?
like gear, like gear related stuff.
Adventuring equipment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's some people just selling like general sort of stuff, like ropes and pittons and like just general adventuring gear. There isn't really like a weapons and armor vendor in the town square. There is like a few sort of like Finley sort of dealing in little like magical trinkets that they've come across.
So like, am I seeing Finley, or do you mean like?
I mean
People like-
Finley's around, but there's other traders like Finley.
Okay.
And you also,
Um,
since you come from town, you know that like if you head off a little bit out of the square, you can get some more of like established shops, like in buildings rather than stalls. There's like a doctor who's also an apothecary who you could get some potions from. There's like a bunch of places around.
I'm gonna go to the apothecary.
All right. Okay, so you head on down. It's a little bit off from the town square, around a couple corners. And sure enough, you end up at the doctor's place. They're sort of like this town has like the temple with like the clerics and stuff that can heal through magic, but then they also have this doctor who heals more through like science and traditional means, be that like potions and herbal remedies or even like surgery and such. Just whenever people need it, whatever's needed, what people can afford. This sort of opening area of this building, it's not quite like it's halfway between like a store and a pharmacy with like a bunch of potions. There's like a counter with a bell on it. Currently no one's there, but you can see there's like a door to a back room with a sign that says like please ring the bell, and can be flipped over to say like in surgery or something like that, like currently busy. It's currently on like please ring the bell. And there's like a little sort of potion making area behind the counter on a table and stuff.
So there's also like potions standing around, like on
Yeah,
I'm guessing
there's
shelves.
like shelves and stuff with potions on them. Various things from curing common ailments to helping with like, performance in bed to like just general sort of stuff that townspeople would need, but also like healing potions and that sort of thing.
Okay. Are there any? I'm gonna say like. I'm guessing there's potions of healing, obviously.
Yeah, there's a bunch of healing potions. That seems to be one of the more popular things.
Are there any like truth-saying potions?
There isn't really
Like-
like a truth serum type thing. There's more of like a spell for that.
Okay,
So there isn't really.
but there's no
potion.
potion for that specifically.
Certainly not here.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the healing potions then.
Okay. Yeah, there's a number of healing potions, from just your sort of standard common one up to like a greater healing, which is only like one tier up, but yeah.
Okay. What's the difference between the tiers?
So your standard common one is 2d4 plus 2 healing, whereas your greater healing is 4d4 plus 4.
So basically double the theoretical amount,
Um,
or like the theoretical maximum.
in theory, yeah.
Okay. Are there any like prices listed?
Yeah, potions can be quite expensive, but since this is a rather lucrative business and this is a doctor who's very much here to help people, they're priced a little lower than you'd find at like a dedicated store or like in another town maybe. So it's about like 25 gold for a normal healing one and 50 gold for a greater healing.
I just walk out.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't have the money for this.
Yeah, I mean, you just gave your money to Captain Sven, so
Yeah.
potions are kind of expensive.
Yeah, I thought they'd be like maybe like 2-3 gold pieces.
I'll tell you a
I was-
secret. I looked up the price of them, the standard price, and then halved it, and that's still that price.
Jesus. Okay. Okay.
Mm. Maybe come back with some more money.
Oh, thanks.
What's that?
Um,
You're a poor person.
Can I go to like the upper class part of the city?
If you want to go to like the upper class area, that's going sort of more up the hill towards like the north. It like sort of like winds round and then up the hill rather than going straight up a hill. It's a little bit less steep that way, so it's a bit winding back and forth going up it.
Okay, I want to go to like an upper class magic shop.
I will say,
like
going to like the sort of upper class area of town, you're currently in like the town center. You would be going up to like the north side of town, which would be
it's a short walk.
a bit further. Yeah, a little bit further out your way.
That's fine.
Sorry, not the north side, the east side. No, west. I can tell directions. It's west side.
Just pick one.
You
It's
want to throw
it's
the
the
south
west
in there as
side.
well, or? So it's the west side.
It's the west side.
Okay,
Side?
and the inn was more east side.
The inn was towards the center.
Okay. Yeah, I just walk over, and while that is happening, you can just do the others, because I mean, it's walking.
I mean, what
mean-
are the rest of you planning on doing?
Question. Does alcohol count as poison?
I mean, in the real world, technically. But in terms of game, I feel like why do you ask?
Because I don't really want to go to the church drunk, but lay on hands cures poison.
I'll say yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So, I will use lay on hands to cure my alcohol, my drunkenness.
sure, I'll allow it.
And like as I'm doing the lay, like just before I do the lay on hands, I'll look at Tori and be like, oh, that's right, we were gonna go to the temple, and then just like whoosh and cure the alcohol.
That's a hell of a
How does it
hangover
hit?
cure.
It's
seriously.
it's an awesome hangover cure. Party tricks all round.
Sure, it will cure hangover if it just removes the alcohol.
Yeah,
It's
fair
great.
enough.
It's brilliant. So yeah, if you're ready, I suppose we should make a move to the temple.
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay. So we shall head to the temple.
The temple does kind of take you over up the hill a little bit. somewhat in the direction that Zulil went. Not that you know where he fucked off to. But somewhat in that direction. A little bit up the hill. I'll skip the walking over there. You end up at this temple. It's not super far out the way, but it's kind of standing on its own a little. It's not like conjoined to any buildings. They've left like a space around it, for like a graveyard or even just like a field or garden outside of it. And it is this big sort of Gothic cathedral type building with these. It's like this one sort of main building with these two wings going off from either side. And you can even see from the outside there's like a number of sort of stained glass windows and stone arches. There's like sort of like gargoyle type things up at the top. They look a little bit less like your standard idea of a gargoyle and more like maybe a lion or something.
So I'm gonna look very squarely at Clue and say, I need you to be on your best behavior here. This is a place that is very important to me and to a lot of the people here. So please, be on your best behavior. And then I'm gonna head in.
Okay. As you enter into this building, it is just as like vast and ornate on the inside as the outside. You can see there's like a big arch ceiling, these like pillars holding it up, going into these other arches. In like sort of the back wall, it's curved around with these big stained glass windows, and each one sort of represents a different major god. And beneath it, you can see there's like shrines to each of them beneath their sort of portrait under the stained glass. There's like a raised platform for that entire back section where someone could stand and speak. There's a number of like pews going back. And there's like a small entrance area, which you're currently entering into. That's like, it's not like a cornered off area. It's just like opens out into the main hall, and it's just a little bit smaller going in. And you can see just like off to either side, there's wings with like shrines to like the minor deities, the ones that aren't part of like the major group. Mostly the ones that are like useful to townsfolk, rather than like just any and all of them. It's the ones that like people would normally need to pray for in like everyday life. And there's like a few sort of quieter areas, like rooms off on those wings where you could maybe talk to a cleric or something. There's, at this time of day, it's about, I'd say like somewhere between 2 and 3 p.m. There's no sermons going on, so it's not super busy. There's like 1 or 2 people just sort of sat around on the pews and stuff. But there are a number of like clerics wandering around. Each of the clerics has like a slightly different colored garb. So there's like one with like a dark red, one that's more blue, one that's in purple, etc. And right in the entranceway, you can see there's one of the priests currently talking to what appears to be a sort of young adult mothfolk woman. She's got like this fuzzy sort of fur collar, like, you know, like part of her body, fur around her neck. These cute little moth antennae on her head.
TK's character is bumping up and down as if she's hyper excited.
Big sort
Why
of
is it doing
silken
that?
wings at the back.
I just
flowing
heard
down her
moth woman, and
ankles. Same. She's like very much like black and white kind of fuzz all over her. And she's wearing this, it's sort of like a Japanese shrine maiden outfit, but with like very long flowing sort of like translucent silken sleeves. And like along like say the collar as it comes down, and like the edges of the sleeves and the hem at the bottom, there's like the various phases of the moon kind of going along it. And the whole sort of outfit is like a black and silver, quite nicely embroidered. It looks old but very well kept. maybe like it's been passed down. And you see this cleric who's dressed like more of the other clerics around the temple. Hands her some like blankets and like packaged or preserved food. And says like, I'm sorry we can't offer very much. The donations have been small lately. And this moth folk girl is like, I'm not one to judge. I'll happily take whatever people can give. I'm thankful for anything that I'm given. And they sort of finish up their conversation, and she turns around and like gets ready to leave.
Do I know if this temple has like a centralized clergy, or does it have representatives from each of the major pantheon?
This is your first time in the temple, but you do know that this temple is like a not necessarily multi-faith, because it's all like one big pantheon, but it's dedicated to like all the gods, or most of the gods anyway. It excludes a few, but generally like a lot of the gods are represented here rather than one specific god.
Okay.
Can I go and talk to Moth?
Yeah, sure. So she's just sort of like turned around after being given these things and is like getting ready to leave as you've come in the door. And you're just sort of standing in this entryway. So she'd need to scoot past you to get out anyway.
Oh. Well, I can go between her legs,
Well,
I guess. Again.
Like, what do you want to say? You can stop her and talk to her.
Hello?
Hello. Do you need something? Can I help?
You're pretty.
Oh, thank you. You're very cute yourself.
You need help?
Help? How would you, sorry, how would you offer to help me?
Well, you accept offerings.
Oh, this is just, from the temple. I'm something of I guess you call me an honorary member of the clergy here. I more keep the ruins of the older temple further up the hill. But I stop by here, and the people here like to help me out.
The old temple?
Yeah, it's kind of in ruins now. I look after what's left of it. It's the temple that this whole town was built around. You're welcome to stop by if you'd like. It's open to tourism or anyone who'd like to go stop by there, see the place. I try to keep it preserved. But we got a lot of fiends and hoodlums who think it's a good place to hang out, but I usually chase them away.
It sounds good. I'll tell my friend there.
Okay, I'd be happy to see you there. I could show you the place. If you... I'll be up there. Well, I'm up there pretty much all the time when I'm not here, so... Stop by at your
What's your name,
convenience.
sorry?
Oh, sorry. My name's Lucy.
Thank you, I'm Faith. I'm sure we shall stop by soon. I'm fascinated. I'd love to see the place.
I'd love that. I'll be sure to show you around.
Well,
Like
thank
I
you.
said, I'd be happy to help you. Oh god, I'm stumbling my words here. I'd be happy
Well, hopefully-
to show you around. And
Well,
you'd be
hopefully we'll
most
see
welcome.
each other soon then.
You have a nice day, and may the goddess bless you.
Sune watch over you.
And she just smiles and sort of squeezes on past you out the door.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
So I shall look at Tori and say, well, if there is any particular deity that you are interested in, this is the place to to look, but I would like to talk to this clergyman over here. So,
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just here to learn.
okay. So let's go and talk to this clergyman at the front.
Okay. The one who was talking to the moth girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hello there. How can I help?
Hello, I'm Faith, the Knight of the Rose, and
Oh, I see.
I'm looking to talk to someone with some authority.
Well, I am the head priest here. Or, I mean, I'd like to think we don't really have a hierarchy, but I've been here the longest.
You will do splendidly then. As you probably know, my order travels around the world, protecting places of beauty and value.
Of course, of course.
During my travels, I found this troublesome being, and
That
point.
leans
A
around you
clue.
and takes a look over your shoulder.
I'm
I
afraid
see.
Hello.
she appears to be some sort of, and I'll lower my voice and lean in very close because I don't want the whole church to hear this.
Yeah.
She appears to be some sort of revenant. Something raised her, but
That is
she is.
most concerning.
It is very concerning. I'm sure you can understand the need for some sort of discretion here, because
she's not a danger to anyone here, is she?
no, that is what's most fascinating. Is she appears to be independent.
Hmm,
Whatever raised her has no control over her.
That's quite odd. Most spells would give some level of control. There are some that, if not recast, will release the undead out of their control without breaking the spell, so to say. Perhaps someone raised her and didn't want to take the time to maintain control.
My concern, as I'm sure is yours, is there is someone out there practicing necromancy.
But I have to ask, where did you find her? Like, in town?
No, she was roaming in the wilds.
Oh, that's troubling. Have you seen more of her kind?
So far, it's just this one.
That is most peculiar.
I assume this is the first you've heard of any activity like this near here?
Very much so, yes.
I would very much appreciate if you could keep an ear to the ground and inform my order if you find out if you hear any rumors of anything like this happening. I very much want to get to the bottom of this and find out what is playing around with the dearly departed.
We're not really in the business of gathering information. What people confide to us here is very much private, but I can understand the need for safety. If we hear anything concerning, we'll do our best to pass it on.
That's all I can ask for. Thank you very much.
Right. Just keep an eye on her. I know you said she's not dangerous, but
Believe me, I am keeping a very close eye on her. I do not let her out of my sight.
meanwhile, Clue's just like over in the corner.
I'm just
Right.
looking like straight at him. No blinking.
He's just a little unnerved. I see. Is that all you needed help with, or is there anything else I can help you with here?
I mean, I would like to spend some time in prayer, but I thought it best
Of
to
course, of course.
let the local ecclesiarchy know that there is a potential threat in the region.
I see. You're welcome to your own private prayers. If you would like to speak to anyone here, you're more than welcome to. We all have an open mind and keep our ears open. Listen to anyone who needs it.
Well, thank you. Sune be with you.
Soon I be with you.
And then, yeah, so I shall look at Tori and Clue and say, you are more than welcome to, investigate the area, see what faiths, if any, take your fancy, but I need to go and spend some time in prayer to Sune.
No problem at all, Faith. Clue. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
There are like a number of sort of gods represented here. I could like, if anything would take your fancy, I could like tell you which ones.
Yeah, maybe list them all. I have no idea about what the religions are. So, yeah.
So I'll say first of all, at the front where those sort of major deity big stained glass windows were, that's where you, Faith, can find the shrine to Sune. There's a number of them there. You do note, interestingly enough, sort of front and center, there's the goddess of the god of duality, the god of the sun, day, life, masculinity, that sort of thing. There doesn't seem to be anything of his sister, the goddess of darkness, death, the moon, femininity, etc. But there's a number of the other sort of major gods and Sune at that front section.
Okay, well, I'll make my way to the shrine to Sune and spend some time in prayer.
Okay. Meanwhile, for Tari and Clue, there is obviously Sune, goddess of beauty, love, passion, etc. There is a big one to Malketh. You see like this massive sort of red giant represented in one of these stained glass windows with like an anvil and a hammer, like fires behind him. He's the god of like the forge, fire, volcanoes. There is Lund, who looks sort of like a professor with like a book. He's the god of knowledge, books, and magic, and he has like this big long grey beard. There is she, the goddess of nature, plants, and animals, who's represented in a sort of druidic appearance, like very much like animal furs, greenery, woodland with like a bow and arrow. Morig, represented as more of like a darker figure. She is of war, fate, and like territory, but she's sort of a defender war god, like defending your land. So that's why she's like represented here. There's Sano of the seas and storms and wind, Hela of the afterlife, mortality, and spirits. And then you'd be on to like the lesser deities from there. Some of the major ones that are less savory or like less good aligned aren't represented here.
Okay.
Any of those interest you?
Yeah, I'm interested in the the one of knowledge and magic.
Lund, yeah. I will say also on the sides, just in case you would be interested, there is one of Vetter, the god of ice, snow, and winter. I don't know if that's something that would interest you, with you being like a frost dragon sorcerer.
Yep, that interests me too.
Okay, well you
Clue,
can go
if
Why, there are both.
Clue, Clue, I'm gonna go over here. Do you want to come, or are you gonna? Actually, I probably shouldn't leave you alone. Clue, come with me, because you'll probably get up to trouble.
Yeah. What? No, but yeah.
I think Faith will be very disappointed in me if I let you loose in here.
I think we need to be very, very careful that she doesn't go near any of the overly zealous gods. Because they may just decide that an undead goblin is something to be struck down.
Yeah. Clue, stick with me. We're gonna go over here, okay?
Okay.
We'll go to the. I've already forgotten his name.
The knowledge
The-
one or the frost
The knowledge
one?
one.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
the
was
knowledge one.
that was Lund.
Lund. Okay.
So yeah, he's very much like this scholarly figure. He's like if you've seen like Father Time, you know, with like the really long grey beard going down to like almost his toes, and he's just like holding a book open, looking at it, like little spectacles. At least in the
Okay.
stained glass window, that's how he's represented.
Is it like pondering an orb?
He's pondering a book currently.
An
Yeah.
orb.
So he's like a god of knowledge and books and magic. He's very much prayed to, or not necessarily prayed to, but like honored by like professors and like people who would study magic, that sort of thing. Like very much the learned folk.
Okay. So what do I find when I go in here?
So, I mean, these ones at the front are very much like a big stained glass window, with like a shrine underneath it. It's sort of like a little table with a cloth, for each one in a different sort of color and pattern. There's like a sculpture for each of the gods. For Lund, that is a scroll sort of grasped in a hand, like just held up, made out of metal, sort of just like attached onto the table. And there's like a number of like small offerings there. There's offerings at like various different shrines here. And there's like a little bowl to put like coins in and stuff.
Okay. Is there anything with like information?
Yeah, there's like a plaque which you can read from. It mostly just talks about you know, his nature is like he's a god of knowledge. He kind of hoards all the knowledge of the universe, or attempts to anyway. Tries to learn everything he can. It's not that he knows everything, it's that he's constantly attempting to learn more, and he's always seeking knowledge. He's very wise, but also somewhat egotistical. He believes himself to be like the smartest of the gods, but there are like a number of times and like stories where he's been like tricked by the other gods, particularly Tish, who is god of trickery, who isn't represented here, but is mentioned in a lot of stories. You can find like he's generally best as like a scholar or like a teacher, but he's not great when it comes to like a riddles and trick questions and common sense. He's very much like a book smarts god, you know?
Okay.
I think while she's doing that, I think I'll just wander off without her noticing.
Okay.
And find myself in front of Hellas.
The goddess of afterlife, spirits, mortality.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
looking at it.
So Hela as a goddess is depicted similar to like Hel in Norse mythology as like this sort of half dead, half alive woman, with like silver hair on one side and black on the other. She is a god who is somewhat neutral in terms of her alignment. She's sort of neutral to neutral good. Her role is to guide spirits to the afterlife and kind of look after them there. So despite being like attributed with death, she's not like an evil goddess. She's more of like a kind one that helps the spirits along and protects them on their journey. It does note that she's not specifically like the goddess of death. That would be the other goddess that I mentioned that wasn't present, even though her brother was. The sort of goddess of duality. But Hela works sort of beneath that goddess, and was kind of aligned with her.
Oh, okay.
At this point, I'm gonna look around and notice that Clue's missing and panic and go looking for her.
Okay, Well, since Hel is one of the major goddesses, she's kind of still at the front in this sort of semicircle area. Well, not the front, like the back as you go in, but you know. So she's not far from you. You turn around and glance around a bit, and she's just at one of the other sort of shrines.
Okay. I'm gonna go up and just say, Clue, please don't walk away. You need to stick with me.
What?
Otherwise, Faith will be very upset.
This pretty.
It is pretty. Do you like this god?
What is that?
Oh god. Maybe you should ask Faith when she comes back.
Okay.
I want to go over to the ice god as well.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna grab Clue's hand and drag her along with me,
Okay.
just to be safe.
So Vetter is one of the gods more at the side, a minor deity. The major and minor thing is not necessarily an indication of like their power level, so much as just like how prominent they are. But there is like some differences between major and minor. Anyway, so you go over to Vetter's, and the minor ones don't have like grand stained glass windows for them. It's more of just like a shrine and maybe like a tapestry hanging down. You can see Vetter is this sort of frost god. He's got like sort of silver hair with like frost in it. And he's wearing like this, in this representation, he's wearing like a plate armor in like a frozen wasteland on the tapestry. And the sort of little shrine, I would call it like the statuette, is like a snowflake, just made out of metal, like a silvery colored metal.
Okay.
He is the god of eternal winter, and supposedly his breath is able to like freeze people to the bone, but he covers like the winter season, ice and snow, element of frost, and is generally held over like a lot of the sort of winter solstice and festivals that take place around that time. Some pray to him for like surviving a harsh winter, but in more sort of like everyday use, he's more of like one that people thank during like the holiday season. But if someone were to say like freeze to death, you might say like Vetter has taken them. His followers are normally like ice mages, but he does have like a group of knights similar to Sune with the Rose Knights. They're called the Knights of Vetter, and they're like frost mages and fighters and paladins and such.
Okay.
It doesn't have a lot. Like there's, with some of the others, there's like full-blown stories that you could read if you spent the time. This one doesn't really have an awful lot. There's like a reference to like the birth of Malkath, saying they're involved and like to read that one. But there's not really a lot about this god.
Okay. Is there anyone to talk to?
Yeah, there's plenty of like of the sort of clergy, the priests here, or clerics. You could call one over or go over to one and talk to them.
Yeah, I'll go over to one.
All right, there's one in a blue robe, not too far away. They seem to just be like tending to things and cleaning up.
Okay, I'll walk up and just say, excuse me.
Oh, hello. How can I help?
I was wondering if you could tell me more about this, I've already forgotten his name. Damn it! This god.
The ice one?
Yeah, sorry.
Vetter. Vetr.
Okay.
Oh, of course. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know about them?
I'm not a religious person. I've never followed a faith, and I'm just curious about what this god's all about.
I see. We welcome people of all faiths here, and those who lack faith are welcome to find their faith here. Or even just learn about the cultures of others. Vetter is the god of ice and snow. It's said that one day they'll bring about the great winter, the eternal winter. That's more to the sort of the end of days, though. Long after we've gone, I wouldn't worry too much about that. In terms of countenance, I suppose that you might call them a neutral god. They are, in many ways, lawful to a code that is, or at least used to be, followed by the Knights of Vetter. I don't really know an awful lot about them myself. They're something of an organization that keeps to themselves a bit more these days. But they,
So I wouldn't find any of them here.
well, come to think of it, there is one. There's a noble lady who I believe was previously acquainted with them. Her name is, I think, Lady Fia. That was it. If you'd like to find her, I believe you can find her near the top of the hill. I'm not sure if she's accepting visitors.
Lady Fia at the top of the hill. Okay.
That's right. She's in the sort of upper district. She owns a rather large mansion, I believe. I don't know her personally. I don't think I've
Okay.
ever really seen her here.
Okay, well, thank you for that information. I appreciate it.
No problem. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
No, that's fine. That's all. Thank you for your time.
Very well.
I just spent all the time like staring at them without blinking again.
She sort of looks at you, a little bit unnerved, and then goes back to sort of cleaning with like shoulder turns, still glancing at you.
Alright, is Faith still in prayer?
I think by now she's probably just finishing up, coming back to look for where you two may have gone to.
Okay. So, I mean, they're only off to the side.
Yeah.
Despite the sort of grandiose nature of this building, it's not like it's hard to find your way around. It's not that big. Just literally just, step off the front area and you can see them from the side.
Okay. So I'll go walking over to them and like, did you find something interesting?
Yeah, there's definitely interesting things here.
A place pretty.
Place is very
you-
pretty.
Did you enjoy your time in prayer?
I always find it very fulfilling. It's
Interesting.
good to be in service of something bigger than yourself.
I will say, while you're sort of kneeling there in front of the shrine beneath the stained glass window, you could very much feel like the warmth of the sun, like shining down on you through the window. Just a little warmth on your skin.
Oh, even more shiny.
Shiny.
And what about you, Clue? Did anything here appeal to you?
Everything's pretty.
Everything's pretty. Some are more pretty than others, but yes. They are all deserving of worship in one form or another. Personally, I think it's best for people to find something bigger than themselves to believe in. For me, obviously with Sune from a very young age, I was raised by the Church of Sune. But I respect most faiths. Most. There are a few that maybe not so much, but all the ones you'll find here are certainly deserving of your time?
Like following a leader.
Kind of, I suppose, yes. The gods look after the universe as a whole, and we try and deal with the more mundane matters that they need taken care of.
Huh.
Shall we leave now? Are you done, Faith?
I believe so, unless there's anything that you two would like to do here. I think I gave them my warning. That's what I came here for. So yes, unless there's anything else you would like to do here, we can see if we can find Sulil.
We should
He's
probably
probably-
find Zulil. He was meant to meet us at the markets.
He's probably found another bear trap by now.
Yeah, it's true. We should probably go save him.
Okay.
Where
So-
should we go to the tavern?
It's the one place we know that we're about to meet eventually, so it makes the most sense to me.
Cool. Alright, to the tavern.
Okay, so you guys head on back to the tavern. Meanwhile, Zulil, or skipping back a little bit, I'll say about like half an hour maybe. You already headed up the hill before them to visit
Yeah.
the upper class sort of stores, you said?
Yeah.
Even though you
Yeah,
didn't
like,
have money for potions.
Well, the point is not me buying shit.
I can't afford this, let's find something more expensive.
Okay.
Like a magic store.
A magic store.
Preferably someone that sells, the crystals that we.
I'll say
Got.
you're not likely to find people selling those crystals.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a commonplace thing to barter here.
Can I still go in a magic shop?
Yeah, you can go find somewhere that deals in sort of magic items.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I do that. That's yeah.
So you find a store. Is there anything you're like looking at while you're in there though?
I want to talk to the shopkeeper.
Okay. What do you want to say to him?
Hi. Have you ever heard of crystals that enhance your magical capabilities?
Oh, what kind of crystals are you talking about there?
They're like blue crystals that shine a bit.
Do you have one on you?
I do not. I have a friend, call him that, that has one. I can bring her around tomorrow, and I can show you. But as far as I understand, they're supposed to enhance your magic and what was the other thing?
Sorry. Continue.
What was the other thing? I forgot the other thing. There was like two things that it does.
So yeah, they were very much like a magical amplifier.
Yeah. Okay.
And they do also apparently explode if you hit a big enough crystal hard enough. But yeah, they're mostly just a magical amplifier as far as you know.
Okay. Yeah. No. They just.
Well,
Sorry, go on.
I can take a look. She sort of like opens the book and starts like flipping through. Amplifies magic. What did they look like?
Just blue crystals with a bit of shine. They also explode if you throw them hard enough against each other.
Volatile. She flicks through a bit more. Finds a couple things that don't quite look like it. There's one that's like a crystal that's more in like these sort of blocky formations that like jet out from each other. There's one like flicks over that's a bit more like smooth and round. She does eventually manage to flick over to A page that seems similar enough to what you've seen. This one maybe?
Yeah, it looks very very similar to what we saw. Unfortunately, I again don't have a crystal with me currently, but I can come back tomorrow and I can show it to you.
Oh, these seem to be an uncommon sort.
Yeah, I
you
also know
found-
where.
Nearby? In a cave?
Not exactly nearby, but I do know where to acquire them, and that is also why I'm inquiring about them.
I see. Well, believe these would be more useful to, perhaps an artificer type.
Hmm.
They may be able
I
to
see.
do something with this.
I see.
She's sort of just reading through the book as she speaks.
That is good to know. I'll talk to those as well. Nonetheless, I'll come back tomorrow with my friend, colleague, call her whatever you want. And we can take a look at it again.
Alright, that's fine by me. I'd be happy to take a look. Like I say, it may not be something that this store is best for, but I'd be happy to take a look.
Fair enough. Have a good evening then, and I'll see you tomorrow.
You too.
And I leave.
Okay.
And now find an artificer shop.
Okay. I will say the sort of upper class area isn't where you'll find like the tinkerer types.
God damn it!
Yeah, you're looking at like the more highbrow stuff up here, like either like very nicely pre-produced magical items or like very fancy gowns and stuff. Maybe even some like weapon places, but you're not likely to find like a tinkerer, an artificer.
Yeah, I figured it'd be more the place to look, given that those crystals are fairly expensive.
Yeah, but like you'd be better off finding somewhere like there's a lot of like business, like maybe more towards the quarry or like somewhere people would be doing like making stuff and working with materials more.
Yeah, like a
Essentially.
smithy kind of
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Potentially in like that sort of area, in like the industrial area of town.
So essentially, back to the market we go.
More towards like the south side of town gets into like the industry area.
Okay, we go to the south then.
Are you going there now?
Yes,
So
I
that's
am
like
running.
another walk to like the other side of town.
Well, Zalil's a good. He's been. Yeah.
I'll say in the time that you you went up before the other three, you've gone up, talked to this person. I'll say that in the time it took them to catch up, you'll probably have just like noticed them as they're going into the temple. But yeah, you can carry on your way. Carry about your business.
Yeah.
So you head
I'll
on.
pretend I didn't see that.
Yeah. You head on down towards like the south side of town. Not like the full like south side of town, but like into the like industrial area. More towards like where the quarry is and stuff.
Okay. And I'll try to find an artificer.
Artificer.
The word.
Yeah. Okay,
Artificer shop.
So
Or
there's
like a smithy.
there's a number of places that are like selling raw materials. There are places that are more of like a smithy, as you mentioned. There is one place that seems to be more of like an engineer tinker thing, but it's not so much like a shop as a place you would like place an order. Like a company might say, we need this, can you make it for us? Rather than something like random people go into and buy stuff. There isn't really
So
like a dedicated like tinker shop per se.
So it's more like a made to order thing.
Kind of, yeah. You could still go in there and talk to them. There's also like the smithy in the area.
Hmm. I'll take a look in the tinkerer's shop then,
Okay.
and we
So-
play the whole game again.
So as you enter in, it's sort of more like a small warehouse than like a storefront. There's like materials piled up all over, lots of like equipment around. It's not a place that's presentable for customers. It's very much built for function. And there's like a dwarven guy there, like very much like dirt all over him. Seems to be like just messing with things. Currently like, you know, turning a wrench or like a spanner on something.
So there's no dedicated person for, I'm gonna call it customer service.
No, there's no like reception area per se.
Okay,
Not
so
really a store.
I walk close to the dwarf, but not too close. So like I still have like a bit of distance. Let's say like 5, 6, 7 meter-ish between
Okay.
us. Just because I don't know what the fuck he's doing, and I don't want to get in the way of it.
Okay. As you approach, it appears he's working on some sort of machinery. If you would like to try and know what it is, you could give me like an investigation roll.
I shall do that. Oh, that's not bad. 17.
17. You can see from looking at it, it appears to be some sort of like drill, like a mechanical drill of some sort. It's currently kind of stripped to pieces, but you can very much see there's like this big sort of drill end to it. So, and it doesn't seem to be functional currently, as he's just like got it in pieces, either taking it apart or putting it back together.
Okay, I start talking to the dwarf, or like I try and get his attention, just by saying hello.
What can I do you for?
A friend of mine, has a crystal, a blue, crystal that amplifies magic. And I am inquiring whether or not you would be interested in, such a crystal.
You mean like
Or-
one of these? And he sort of gets up, walks over, rummages through a couple things, pulls out. It's a bit smaller than the shards you were given, but it does appear to be like the same crystal, or the same type of crystal. One of these?
Yes, exactly one of these. Where do you have that one from, if you don't mind me asking?
Traders pass by, come through town. I usually place an order for some, as many as I need. I don't know, they get it somewhere off to the east, I think.
Fair enough.
Southwest.
Yeah.
Why, you got
Fair
some?
enough. My friends have some, yeah, but my next question would have been if you'd like to set up a supply route for that, but you already
like I
got
said,
some,
we
you
already
already-
got traders coming through.
yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for your time, and I'll leave.
Okay, he just goes back
There's
to
a
work
woman
as you
turning
walk
into
out.
Cowboy.
I'm just trying to make money. God damn it.
It's like, I'm sorry, there aren't many people who would either know what it is or need it, and if they do need it, they already have access to it, because you guys knew that the Leviathan cave people were already trading, so...
Well, no. The point was that. Okay, this was kind of like my inner thinking is get a merchant to invest in it, and therefore get the people there, both guards and more supplies for like medicine and shit, while also trying to make money off of it. So
Oh yeah, very
I
much.
need to pay my debt.
They were already trading for like the things they needed before you came along, though.
Yeah, but
but they're not giving Zalil any money for it.
Yeah,
So-
Zulil's not getting a cut.
exactly. I am not getting my 30% that I
Look, if
deserve.
you want to start a fucking business to set this shit up and hire people for it, go ahead, but I think you'll need a bit more coin to pay people for that.
Which I just gave away.
I think you'd
Nah,
need
it's-
more than 100 to start a fucking business. You'll like make a company.
I can rob people. It's fine.
Oh, you're gonna be a highwayman now.
No, I would never. I'm just gonna steal from. Definitely not the party.
Hmm.
No, yeah, that was my plan. I probably should have like communicated it better, but you live and you learn. It's fine.
I mean, not everything always works out, unfortunately.
Yeah, like a bear trap in my foot. So, but yeah, I just go back to the inn,
Okay.
defeated, with no hope of ever. you know, getting rid of my
Considering
debt.
you've had to walk from like one side of town to the other, then back to the town center, I'll say the others probably beat you there.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so you guys are already back at the tavern. No sign of Zulil, but you wait a while and eventually comes back through the door, a little bit defeated.
What happened to you? You look exhausted.
Nothing worth talking about. I'm gonna get a drink. Do you want anything?
I think I've drunk enough for one day, thank you.
I'm gonna get you a drink. Do any of you others want a drink?
Just encouraging Face to be an alcoholic.
Any of you want a drink?
Yeah, I'll have a one.
Okay.
Please.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the bar and buy a full bottle of wine, and a glass of like cider if they have it.
Yeah, they have a cider made from like local berries and stuff. So
Yeah, just like get a glass of cider and like a full bottle of wine,
Okay.
but just like a cheap wine.
Alright. Um,
We don't warrant the expense.
They're not worth it.
you can mark off like 5 silver for the two.
Yeah.
That wine's not green.
Also, Faith, since you did take an entire bottle, I'll say like mark off another like 6 or 7 silver.
Yeah.
How is? Oh no, it's not a shitty wine.
Yeah, Faith has expensive taste.
Don't worry about the wine then.
I mean, it was like a whole bottle.
Slurp.
Slow.
Yeah, I just go back and
Okay.
there. I grab some like glasses as well, like some cups, whatever, and just bring them to the table as well.
Okay.
Slurp.
Slow.
Slurp.
So Faith is like, well, thanks for the drink, and then she takes a sip from it and is like, I think.
Yeah, it's not very high quality.
I am not made of money. I am sorry.
It's fine.
You
we-
were the richest until you gave it away.
Well, I have debt to pay. Okay.
It's the thought that counts, right? You have a good
Yes.
heart.
Yes, you take your grape juice that has some alcohol in it, and I shall drink my cider and also probably drink half the bottle. But
Grapes.
great.
Okay.
You have the air of someone that was disappointed today.
Yes, I was trying to make money.
A worthy endeavor, as long as it's done appropriately.
Well, I need to pay my debt somehow, so
Your debt?
you know. Yes.
I think this is the first you've mentioned of a debt. What debt
Well, it-
do you owe?
Don't take this the wrong way, but it doesn't really concern you.
I mean, fair
Um,
enough. I've only saved your life twice, but okay.
Well, it's not my fault a bear trap was there, okay?
but I took all the hits.
Well, and you did a good job. And I'd fill up her glass, like her cup again.
Ah, thank you. Slurp.
I just fucking chugged the cider.
Okay. I'll say by this point it's getting into like the later evening. Well, not really like later evening, like late afternoon going into evening. If there's any sort of last things you want to do for the day,
Like, do we go to our rooms or something?
you can. I was just wondering if there's anything else you guys needed to take care of today.
It's late.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Like,
Okay.
we went to the church, we warned them. We tested the bonds of friendship.
It's been an eventful day.
Yeah.
Of which
yeah.
Dalil does not know anything, by the way.
No.
He's been completely left in the dark with it.
Okay.
But that's kind of on you.
Yeah.
In that case, you guys can finish up your drinks and do whatever you will for the evening, and then head to your rooms. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
I'm gonna keep the bottle, like the green one. That's
Okay.
that the wine comes in. Just so
Just
everyone
before-
knows, I just want to keep the bottle.
Like,
Just before we go to our rooms, Faith will take Tori to one side and just say thank you for all you did today. It means a lot to me.
Aww.
And
That's
give her a
okay,
little
Faith.
hug.
aw,
Aww. And now Tori will have the best dreams.
Oh no, they're becoming waifus again.
Of course we're gonna
I know.
come back. What are you talking about? You're very welcome, Faith. I'm sorry that Clue hurt you, but I think she means well. She's just a bit dumb.
I think she has a good heart somewhere in there.
Yeah.
She's just struggling to find it.
Yeah. I think she just needs some help.
Yeah.
She's lucky to have you, Faith.
And I would say I'm lucky to have found you as well. So, thank you.
Aww. Good night,
Can
Faith.
I do like a check on whether or not I'm listening? Like I can hear this happening.
Oh, fuck's sake.
roll perception.
Apparently, Zalil wants good dreams as well.
Oh no! I rolled a 3.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's a busy bar and they've gone off to one corner.
Yeah, you can always hear my slurp.
This is like, can I be a pervert? Let me roll.
I was just gonna yell and get a room, you two, but
Oh my god.
worth a try.
Oh god.
And with that, that's where we'll wrap up for tonight, I think. So,
I mean, I want. Don't worry. No.
was there something you wanted to do before we end?
Yeah, but like in the room, if that.
Oh, in your room, like in the inn?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
I want to look up at the sky and think.
What do you
Through the
think
window.
about?
What's to tell you?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna say, like, oh, I think
I mean,
about this.
considering that Faith is there, I think seeing Clue think is interesting. So I needed to say it.
Faith, you got any reaction to Clue staring out the window thinking?
Not really.
just
I mean,
staring
I'll
bug-eyed
just-
out the window at the sky.
I'll just give her a little hug and just be like, okay, it's been a long day and I'm glad that we maintained our friendship. I care about you, but I need to get some sleep, so it looks like you're busy, so I'll leave you to it.
Alright.
Okay. That's where we'll end it off for the night.
but I also want to do something.
Ah, wow. Other than perving on them.
I wasn't planning on them. No, I'm kidding. I don't need to do anything.
Okay. Well, thank you all for coming. We'll be hopefully continuing this next week. I'm not sure what day. I'll have to see about the scheduling. Should be on like Saturday at the same time. But I guess we'll see. I'll update people on Twitter and Discord and on my streams closer to the day. And other than that, I'll be continuing my Elden Ring Madness Only run on Monday. Coming towards the end of that, we might actually beat the final boss. And then regular stream on Wednesday. As for this Saturday tomorrow, I might end up doing a variety stream. I'm not certain. I'll decide tomorrow, and I guess we'll see if I just stream or not suddenly. But until next time, bye bye.
Bye bye.
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 I'll